Homie said hi. Perfect. Hey guys. Welcome to Black Flame Podcast. We're here with my co-host, Homie, MG Homie, close to partner by the way, but can't fix his camera settings. How that works. And then we got my boy, Magnificent Ben, with the magnificent internet today. And then we got our special guest, the man who I thought was a bot for the longest time on Twitter, my friend, FlashForce 4000, but not really.
Wait. So you genuinely thought he was a bot on Twitter?
100%.
I thought I was a bot on Twitter because I was basically a social whore where I was all over Twitter on Rocket League hashtags and stuff. And I was just checking stuff out all the time and I was liking Uppy's posts. And he basically was like, so he's liking everything. Why doesn't he follow me yet?
It was bad. My point of view was worse. So I had Twitter, like my personal Twitter, but I was new to the actual growing on social media and using your socials. So I remember what I used to do on Twitter. I didn't like necessarily go live posts. I'd post something that had to do with Rocket League, like a clip or just a tweet saying, hey, new season, and I'll use the hashtag Rocket League. And every time I did it, I'm like, hey, I get more likes if I do this. More people see it. And every single time I tweet it, there's FlashForce 4000, the bot. So like, I honestly thought it was some kind of bot account. I was so new to this. I didn't know who the heck this guy was. And then 5-6 months later, a couple of my homies I met, it's Matt and Tack, bring me into a call. And I think the very first thing I said to Flash, I'm like, dude, I thought you were a bot. Like I was in a Discord with him. I had no idea who this guy was. And I asked him, like, this guy's real? Like I thought he was a bot. Like I was actually genuinely like shocked. Apparently everyone knows and loves him. Like, oh, okay. Get it. So you just have to like every single tweet that has hashtag Rocket League and you blow up. I mean, learn something.
I mean, the bot did get partnered before either of us, so maybe we should learn something.
Maybe you should start going to hashtag Rocket League and start checking out some posts.
You know, I've been doing that actually. I was telling Trauma about that the other day. That's what I used to do for a long time. But it's not monotonous, but it is pretty time consuming to always refresh. Yeah, and then have to comment on everything. But it's a good way to grow on Twitter and
I think
find some people.
Being a good thing to grow. It's just a really good way to see who else is active in the community and see who's what.
Right.
It's nice.
For sure.
Yeah.
Because you don't get the same stuff on your timeline like you do with your normal timeline, you know.
Exactly.
Twitter does not show you almost anything new most of the time.
It's tough. The algorithm of Twitter is changing and you don't see a lot that comes from people that you follow.
Right.
Yeah. It's weird, but it is what it is.
If you guys didn't know, FlashForce is the newest member of Black Flame. Ah,
yeah.
I want how
Flash chasing him.
Yes, on the coattail. so full disclosure, how much did they pay you?
I prefer to stay silent, plead fifth on any possible discussion of payment or not payment. Maybe
he just knows he got more than us, doesn't he?
Yeah, he makes way more of us. At least 2 cents more.
At least 2 cents. Are we talking Canadian or are we talking US?
It's a big difference.
Or maybe the people that
disappeared.
Oh,
it's a magic trick.
Oh, the camera.
Ben's trying to show off his skills. He made homie disappear.
He did. I did. That's what I do, man.
It's what I do.
Yeah, on the payments.
No,
Yeah, you know that guy's called that thing called glitch. Yeah, actually, Flash is gonna get all that revenue now.
Yeah. That's what it took for us to get him.
All the revenue,
everything.
So, I mean, speaking of that, what we have, like, I think we sold the amount we needed to, right? We did it. Did we do it? Trauma confirmed.
More people are working to buy it.
Well, I mean, get them to buy it still, but I mean, I think
one's in the Olympics right now, like training.
What?
And then the other, yeah, he does some kind of running thing. And another guy, it's like a triathlon thing, and so he's gonna buy it. He likes it, and then the other guy, I just gave him the blue one. I forget what it's called. I don't even know the package. I think, he has it. He had it last night. He said it was really good, and he wants to buy a full tub of it. And so I'm gonna like kind of get it for him, just so shipping's not $25.
Yeah, that's kind of outrageous.
It's so dumb. Like it's like. I understand the pricing they have it at. It's just shipping to anything in Canada is just stupid. And I know Ben can relate. Yeah, Ben can relate. It's just stupid. It's like I'm like 2 hours from the border. and there's a little bit of water there. And then we got Ben, this giant puddle, and somehow it's the same price in shipping.
I think mine came before yours as well, which is the even funnier
what the
thing.
heck? Dude, it was this thing with the Black Flame hoodie, which I don't have here down right now. I had JJ over. You guys saw the picture. He was over at my house wearing the Black Flame hoodie. He got his. I have a 5-minute walk to his house.
Living that
Somehow-
triangle, bro.
He got it a week before me. And I'm pretty sure he got a larger size, so I don't know how that makes sense.
I'm really hoping that Flash gets his before you. And then we could just say you're the redhead stepchild of the group.
If I get mine before you, you obviously did something to upset your mail guy.
I got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you did already get it? Oh, bummer.
I got it like a week after, though. I was just kind of upset by it. I'm like, dude, I'm a size small. Like, they should just throw it over the wall. Jeez.
You wear small.
He's a little guy.
5 and 120 pounds, Flash.
My kid probably weighs more than you.
We'll stop eating in bits then, okay?
Oh. Don't
Maybe
worry.
we need to
Upton.
feed you more.
I don't think feeding's a thing for him. I think,
Just drinking.
yeah,
that's
it's the
that's
drinking
you
for
feed.
sure.
That's how you
I
feed
eat,
up.
I eat a lot of food. I eat 2 breakfasts in the morning. I'll have a nice lunch, and I had a couple burgers for dinner. I usually eat, like, fish and rice, pastas and whatnot. And then I have, like, during a stream or now a podcast, I have a couple of these boys, little carbs. And
Sounds like a
Sounds-
keto diet, though.
I mean, it's still calorie. Like, it's still, like, putting stuff into me. Like, breakfast,
I mean,
I'm even
You can
McDonald's.
put stuff in you, and none of it could be food. You know what I mean?
Don't get trauma on the line here. So
Right.
anyway,
Listen,
go to
I didn't sign up
McDonald's.
for this. Okay.
you're a better guest right now.
What'd you say?
It should be about you right now. I've done.
I
no
was
talking
I
on this
tried to
podcast.
segue to it, but then we went on this tangent. I was gonna let him to explain who FlashForce is to people that may not know.
All right, Flash, prove to us why you're not a bot.
Okay.
Tell us about yourself.
Still not
Who is
convinced.
Flash. Okay, this is Sia's
He's
guy.
glitching.
Uh-oh.
That's
Uh-oh,
what it
he's
looked like. My thing was
malfunctioning.
frozen. Oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
I was really
Prove that I'm not a
convinced,
bot?
I'm not gonna lie.
What'd you say? Did I get you?
I was convinced. Yeah, you did. Man.
Ben did it a few times the first podcast, so we were a little nervous.
Oh, some of the pictures was so good.
They were
The
really-
pictures so good. I don't think
All
anyone
right.
edited them either.
You let Flash have his moment.
Yeah, go on. Sorry.
All right, Flash.
All right.
Tell us
Yeah.
how you became a streamer, what you've been up to as of late, all that fun stuff.
Putting you on the spot.
Oh, that's fine.
What's your
So
blood type?
I became a streamer. I mean, the main reason for even becoming a streamer is the fact around entertainment and around building community is something that really stood out to me when I was introduced to Twitch. So one of my coworkers actually introduced me to Twitch. I had no idea what it was like 2.5 years ago. And he started out with popular streamers. So Tim the Tap Man, Dr. Lupo, people like that, Dr. Disrespect. And I watched them and I saw what they had with their chat and their community and this thing that they built and the entertainment factor around it. And I was so drawn in, man. I wanted that. It's like, this is amazing. And I come from a theater background. Like when I was younger, I did musical theater, I did community theater. I went to college on an acting track. Like I really badly wanted to do entertainment. Like I learned how to play guitar. I sing all these different things. And I knew that I wanted to entertain. I did not know exactly how I wanted to do it. So that's why I was learning so many different things. And eventually, in college, I knew that I wasn't going to become a professional actor. I'm not going to get a full-time job doing this. So after taking that brick to the face, I moved home. I got just a generic job. I became a fire alarm technician for my dad. And from there, I worked that for a couple years. Then I became an electrician, all whilst basically trying to still figure out what I wanted to do. And then I knew I hated trade work so much. I did it for so long and I just despised it. I just did it for, money. Okay, I'm making bucks so I can pay bills. And then that's when I was introduced to Twitch. And that's when it started to hit me. And I wanted to get back into entertainment. And I wanted to, like I said, build a community. And I started out building a Discord first, looked up videos on how to do different things. How do you promote this? How do you do that? And then after a while, then I started to stream. And after I started to stream, all of a sudden I saw people showing up because I was playing Rocket League, and I was like, oh, this is cool. Then I invite them to the Discord. Here we are today. And I mean, I have people in my Discord like Matt, who has been around since basically day one. He showed up to a stream randomly. Hey, what's up? I saw you were playing Rocket League, checked you out. Came to the Discord, and Matt still hangs out with me today. And there's a lot of people that are like that. And
I love Matt.
love my Matt.
Even
Oh,
though
yeah.
Here we are.
around.
How long have you been doing content creation now then?
It's been about 2.5 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's been a bit of time then.
March was my 2-year stream anniversary. So
Okay.
Sure, what I did. Yeah, because you had your anniversary a week before I did, because I started March
Right.
22nd.
and mine was March 7th. It may have been a week or two before, but either way, it was really close. It wasn't very far.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I've been streaming for almost 2.5 now as well. But
Right.
clearly I have not put in enough work compared to
Oh,
the
okay. Okay. Right.
I think
mean,
So, sorry.
work, work, different kind of work. But
I love Bob Ross, okay?
let's not even do that. That's what I'm saying. I have the most laziest like attempt at content. I picked the most laziest way of doing anything, but added my own little twist on it, so it's still unique. Like I'm still gonna do something completely different from anyone else, but like the fact that I can put a beer bottle halfway down my throat, which costs me absolutely nothing, takes me 2 seconds to do. People are like, yeah, and subscribe to me. Tier 3 subs, by the way. I'm just like, hey, it works for me, even though it's it's awkward when kids are in chat. I gotta step back from that kind of stuff. It gets too creepy when they start calling me daddy. I'm like, okay, no, I'm like the fun uncle, if anything. Okay, we're not
So-
going there.
basically you're ripping off Amaranth's content then.
I don't want to get banned. I was
I'm
so
pretty sure
happy
that-
she got
yeah.
banned.
Uppy got
She's-
pretty upset whenever she
She's
started buying
unbanned.
out all the Pickle Ricks.
She's unbanned again.
She's
Yeah,
unbanned.
she's unbanned.
Of course.
Her and Andy Fox. Are you
Of course
kidding
me.
me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure they didn't lose any of their subs either. Come on. It's Amaranth.
Well, homie, how many subs have you gifted? here?
I've been gifted subs. Tryhouse Astrology, some other people have gifted subs. I've been gifted one.
Was it
okay?
Astrology that gifted me a sub to her to try
was
and get my name on
Astrology.
the pickle?
Yeah, it was Astrology and Silver, and they ended up getting their names on the pickle.
And their name went on.
And then I went up to Twitter, and Astrology was telling me, all the time, can you take that down?
That's what you get.
Yep, that's
You're
what I told
funny.
him. I was like, nope.
Remember
I'm
that
sticking
one
with
night?
that one.
I don't know who was there. We're all on a call together, and we turned on our stream, and Tryhouse was in there.
Yeah.
Did he raid her or
Yeah.
something?
Get buckets. No, Tryhouse hosted her.
Buckets.
That's all we saw. Like Astrology's like, wait, I swear she just said thank you, Tryhouse, for the sub. And then we're all sitting there watching chat, and it comes up. That's his words. Get bucket.
God. Try's such a clown, dude. I love him.
We all got on him. He's like, he DM'd me and a few people. He's like, why are you guys in there? We're like, why are you in there?
It's funny because Astrology like asks him on the Discord, like on the chat. It's like, try? He's like, yeah. Awkwardly looking at each other. Both end up like the same brothol. Oh, what are
Yeah,
you doing here?
exactly.
Oh no. This is
What are
not
you
going the
doing
way
here?
we want this to go.
Oh.
So,
So,
Flash, I had a question for you.
Yes, sir.
You say you used to do like a lot of musical theatre and stuff like that. Do you feel like you got the same sort of fulfillment from streaming as you did when you used to do that? Or is it like a different kind of feeling?
You know, I think comparing content to something like theater and musical theater, when it comes to streaming, I think it depends what kind of streamer you are to make that pretty equal or pretty close. I wouldn't say that I necessarily would get the exact same fulfillment from that, just because of the type of streamer that I am. I'm extremely like interactive with chat, and obviously with theater, you're not breaking fourth wall and having straight conversation with everybody that's there.
Yeah.
There is a level of entertainment you still want to do while you're gaming, but then like I'm immediately looking over at chat and trying to talk. I think what excites me about content and what I'm doing now is that I'm starting to really look at YouTube, and I think that's going to be a place where I'm going to be able to do that, and I'm going to be able to take advantage of the
Incorporate that
platform. Yeah, and I'll be able to.
Yeah.
There will be that display of entertainment along with performance that you need to do to make something work on YouTube and make it
Yeah.
actually entertaining for people. So I'm excited for that. Like I think it will go to those roots because like let's say I write a script for a YouTube video. If I'm on the like if I'm literally looking myself, I'm not one to just sit there and read lines and read them to the screen. I'd rather memorize it so that way I can actually repeat it back without sounding like a robot. It's not
Yeah.
just like, well, today on the video, we're going to like, I can't stand seeing people do that. And I want it to be very genuine, but I
That's
also don't
actually
want to ramble. So
that's actually
yeah.
a thing that I had struggled with too with YouTube. It was like I'd actually write down like on WordPad or something. I'd write down my intro, and then I try to remember as much as I could, and I do probably 3 or 4 takes of it and choose the best one because I didn't want to seem like someone that was just reading off of what reading something from a book or seeming disingenuous with it. How many takes have you done with your intros, or is it
really
kind of just a one and done for you?
It depends. It really depends. Some days it's different. There might be a day where I do the intro and I know in my heart, I'm like, oh, that was solid. I don't need to do that again. But then there's other times when I do it and I hear my voice. I'm like, let's do it again. Do it. No, I don't like it. Do it again. I like you're saying, I do the same exact thing that you do. I use WordPad and I'll write down a general idea of what I want to say, maybe not necessarily word for word, and then bullet point it. If I feel like I'm struggling with a part, then I will script it even more and make it a little bit more detailed. But by doing bullet points, you can make it a little bit more unscripted and you can make it a little bit more genuine in that you're talking from experience and from heart rather than just like research. Okay, I'm going to write this exact thing down. But everybody's different. I know people that do YouTube videos and they script the first word all the way to the last because they just cannot freely speak about it. It's
I feel
hard.
like those kind of videos too, then though, you don't really generally see them on a face cam either though.
Correct.
And I feel like with an intro, at least, like I really like how Tryhouse does it, where he is on screen talking about what the video is about, and then he cuts away to it,
Yeah.
But then you have creators like Sunless who tell a whole story, and they have a whole slideshow going of clips on what's going on as well. So there's a broad aspect to YouTube that a lot of people don't really see, other besides face value of what the video is.
I think what a lot of people don't realize as well is that as a creator, you don't just have to rely on you. Like you can totally have other people come in and make thumbnails, write scripts for you. Like he talks about it like randomly here or there, but like Sledge used to write script for Sunless in his videos.
Really?
So it's not like it's just like, and then Tryhouse used to edit for Waiting. Like people have these connections here or there. It's not like you just have to do everything yourself. You can reach out to people. Yes, it's going to cost you. You have to pay for it, rightfully so. You should respect the work that's being put in for people.
Right.
But absolutely, you should be trying to lean on other people so you can get more done as a creator.
I think it maximizes, especially like you have a weak point. Like for most of us, it's editing. If you have a weak point of editing, but you have great ideas, bringing an editor that you mesh well with is only going to boost not only your content, but his work as well,
Yeah.
Exactly. And I know like my weak point is time. I've been a professional video editor for 7 years, but I don't have time to sit down and go through hours of footage and then edit. Oh man, do I wish I do, because I could get so much more done. I just can't.
I feel like with your level too, though, your level of editing would be really meticulous, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, it's also when you're editing your own content, it can be tough because you want it to be perfect. But realistically, when you're just starting out and growing, it's way more important to have quantity than it is to have quality. So yes, you want it to be good, but it does not need to be perfect. If you're not putting out videos, people can't see you. So get something out there. It doesn't matter.
I know. Go ahead.
You shush.
I was going to ask Trauma's question.
Okay, we'll answer Trauma's in a second. Flox, did you ever find an editor for YouTube at all?
I did.
You did?
Did. I released a YouTube video today.
He edited it?
Uh-huh.
Oh, guys,
so
check
my last 2 full videos that I posted, one a week ago and then one today, were both edited by the same guy. White Rice is his name, and I've been looking for an editor. You guys have seen me on Twitter. I'm like, bro, I need somebody. I've tried multiple people. I had one guy say, yeah, I can do it. The max turnaround's 36 hours. And then a month later, I'm almost done. I'm almost there.
Yeah.
Like, that's literally right now. And I'm like, bro, I can't do this with you. And not to mention, the first draft that he turned around to me, he was like, oh, you wanted me to look at all the footage? It's like, yeah,
so
not just the first 20 minutes of the video that I've sent you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I found White Rice. He messaged me, he DM'd me on Twitter, and he said, hey, check out my stuff. I saw his videos. I was like, I like it for the funny videos. It's that meme sort of content. Keep genuine to the content, but at the same time, dropping in really funny little things and punch-ins and stuff. And then he edited the first video for me, and I said, that's what I'm looking for. And he was like, the next video, I'm actually going to do it a little bit even more, just to see, because it might be a little bit more than you want. And he did it. I was like, no, that's actually exactly what I'm looking
Sigh
for.
of relief.
So yeah, dude, major sigh of relief. And now we talk every day about things that are coming up in projects. So yeah,
Nice.
I gotta find an editor. I've recorded 2 videos. It's just in my files.
just waiting.
I have no
It's
problem
tough.
recording a YouTube video. Like I got it down. I got great ideas. I have the best ideas. It's just that I just hate editing. Like I hate
it's a grind, man.
tech.
It's a grind.
It is a grind.
That's
You
why
don't
Alana,
have to
I don't
like
pay her. I love doing this stuff. But I don't like the whole setting up and everything like perfect and whatnot. I'm surprised I got this camera working. I'm supposed to turn my PC. Like it's literally, I have a difficult time with anything. And luckily I have Alana, who I don't pay, that's dealt and fixed everything for me.
Alana's pretty good.
And I don't even pay. I bought her a glitch. That's the only thing I've actually bought her, like anything.
You're just trying to give her more
Offer
energy
money.
to do your bidding. We got it.
Remember to
That's
give
fair.
her the taxes on that too, because now it's an employee thing. Yeah.
I should. Alana, you're a tax write-off.
You're a tax write-off. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I need to get an editor. It'll be really, really cool. I do have time because I don't have a family like Flash does. But like I have a job that's like, I work 44 hours a week. But I am single, which is like dope because it means like I have nothing to come home to, which sounds very depressing. But I've been like,
It's okay, man. We're here.
This turned into an intervention.
We're here. That's what this has turned into.
this is my drink on a Thursday. No. I have nothing to come home to, as in I have no one. I don't have someone to come home to, or I have to support and put first. And that's also gonna be like, hey, can you do this? Can you do that? I come
You don't
home.
have any responsibilities, is what you're saying.
Yeah, that. And so like I'm free to do whatever I want. And when I come home from a job that physically and mentally abuses me, like it's hard. I only stream once through the whole weekdays. I stream on Tuesdays, and I do the Friday, Saturday streams because I'm free in my head where I'm like, okay, I'm not working the next day. And because I have to wake up at 5 a.m. every day and do my job. And it's just like that strain, even though I have like 3:30 to 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock free to do editing, stuff like that, I just can't. I'm just like, I'm so tired. And
I feel like that
Oh.
point before you become like full time and when you sort of just like working and doing the show, I feel like that's the hardest point of like a streaming sort of career, in it, because you're in that brink where like you don't know sort of what's kind of next with it, I guess.
It's the base foundation. Like you put so much work in just to get it established. And then from there, once you do like what Flash said, you can kind of like get someone else to do some work for you. Do the
Delegate
editing, you give your time.
responsibilities. Yeah.
Yeah. So like the quality, like yes, I got to post a lot of YouTube, which I've been doing shorts. I mean, I had one the other day. I just looked at like 4,000 views, which is dope. It's just a TikTok I made. I just edited for 5 minutes, post on TikTok, post those shorts. I'm starting to use what's it called? TubeBuddy? Is that what it's called?
Oh
I
yeah.
use that.
Yep.
So it gives me like
Yep.
tips and whatnot. I just started using that like 2 days ago, and JJ got me using that. I'm getting onto that, but I do have to have like I want to have a solid series on YouTube. That's like I think 7-8 minutes is a solid time for each video and stuff like that. Best like attention spanner, and to have that while doing the shorts, like ooh, that could be deadly. It's just about me going through with it.
Once you're able to monetize content, 8 minutes is basically the lowest you want your video, because that's when you can add mid rolls. And
Yeah.
for anybody
true,
that doesn't know
yeah.
what that means, it's where you can you can place your ads and wherever you want them. And usually it's like a good rule of thumb is like 2.5 minutes every 2.5 minutes. you place an ad. It's not a big deal. It's not like you're selling out or anything like that. It's every 2.5 minutes, there's an ad that pops up. You can skip it. Sometimes you can't, but most of the time you can. And then it continues with the video. And it's a better chance for you to possibly make a little bit more off of the viewership.
I think the rule on that too is it's either a skippable ad or it can't be more than like 15 seconds.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not like you get stuck there for a minute watching an ad.
Yeah. With YouTube Shorts, it's extraordinarily unpredictable. People are still trying to figure it out, still testing the waters. It's still pretty new. It's absolutely, there's zero reason. If you post to TikTok, there is absolutely zero reason, if you have a YouTube, why you don't post them to YouTube if you're not a larger channel. I think as of right now, it's a little bit tough to say, because I think if you're already established and you have a really large audience, I feel like posting shorts to your YouTube might not be the best idea, because then that messes with your overall watch time. So I think what a lot of larger creators do is they'll literally create another channel and call it blah, blah, blah shorts. And that's where they'll post all their shorts, and they'll take TikToks and whatever and post them there. And I think it's really smart. But as a creator that's trying to come up, that maybe has less than 10, 20, 30,000 subs, I think it's not a bad idea to take those TikToks, post them to Instagram Reels, post them to YouTube Shorts, and get the max potential out of them. Reels, it's tough right now because it's the 30-second max. It's going to change in like, I don't know, I think a couple months, you're going to be able to post a minute. And I tell you right now, like, I had this idea, but I'm like, I'm never going to actually go through with it, so I don't care. But if somebody can figure out a way to make an app where you can post to YouTube Shorts, TikTok, and Instagram Reels all from one app, and maybe change hashtags and stuff, you are going to change the game. As a creator, if you're able to post once and maybe change description a little bit, because I know if you post to TikTok, you want to do like, 5 hashtags or something like that. Obviously, you don't want the hashtags to be in your details or your title of a YouTube video, so you'd maybe adjust those a little bit. But if somebody can make that app, it's going to save so much time, so much.
Do you think YouTube and all them will let that happen though? Because they're all owned by different companies. Yeah, let an app do all that.
I don't know if they'd be able to have a say, because I mean, I don't know if they would actually be able to have a say in that, because if the app is able to just post to YouTube as if you're just normally posting to YouTube, you're not really doing anything. Now, if you have to integrate the third-party app to YouTube, I don't know. That's a lot of tech talk, and that's hard to say.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. But do it, because YouTube Shorts, I did not, when I started posting YouTube Shorts, I had no idea what to expect. I was like, I don't have time for full YouTube videos. But YouTube Shorts is a really good possibility. I could put them there. I see a lot of people getting views. Why not? And it wasn't until after a month, all of a sudden, a month after posting, I saw a video from a month ago start to kind of get views. I'm like, okay, that's weird. It went from like maybe 1,000 to like 2, 3. And then after a few days, 10, 20. I was like, okay. And then after like 3 days, it had 1 million views. I'm like,
wow,
what is going on? Yeah. And then I had a couple other videos start to do that, and a bunch of more videos start to do that. It's completely died now. Like I said, that's why I'm saying it's unpredictable, because now I don't get anywhere near that kind of viewership on Shorts. And I think it's changing where it's going to. From like 1 minute, it's going to gaming. If you look at your YouTube Shorts, if anybody that is here, actually, if anybody listening, if you guys look at your YouTube Shorts, if you're going on your phone, you'll notice all of a sudden you'll have gaming all across the Shorts. And then the next time it's all sports. And the next time it's all something. It's almost like they're picking a theme and spitting it out to people.
I wonder if you tried to stick with that theme, if that would
I was just gonna say
push the algorithm more.
If maybe it would start to cater it. Right. I don't think that the shorts are necessarily being shown to you like TikTok, where it's like a For You page where it's we recommend these for you. It's more like YouTube Shorts is like, no,
here's
I want you to see this
right now.
I'm showing you this. Right. Yeah. You're going to see it. I think some it is, though, because I do see more Rocket League than anything, but I still see a lot of stuff that I would never click on ever.
Mine's been weird. I've been getting welding, which I enjoy welding, but I don't click on videos about welding. Then I've been getting like Milwaukee tool demos. They're literally taking a screw, putting it into the wood, and then taking it back out. That's the whole video. Like 600,000 views. Well, Jesus.
I got 6 golfing ones on my Shorts today. I went to Top Golf today. Bro,
Who knows? I keep going to Home Depot. Maybe that's what it is.
I'm saying, like, dude, they're spying on us. So what do
Yep,
we do to get
spying
our
on us.
views? We need to go to Rocket League, all right?
If you post a satisfying video, whatever it may be, I swear the algorithm will push it harder. Like, for example, the Malware Tools drilling screws in. You probably seen the videos where they battle out each other, who's the fastest and goes in and whatnot. Like, those are satisfying. Like that,
like a working man's ASMR right there.
Yeah, welding. See, nice weld. I could care less for welding. I'll still watch the video, but like that's satisfying.
Yeah,
it's this little category, satisfying videos, and that will get pushed like crazy.
I mean, you need to make a YouTube short with the nuts and bolts boost and figure out a way to make that work. Like, put the Home Depot like music behind it. Come on,
conquering every market.
Want to get out of Platt?
Perfect.
So just flash driving around like
just doing
want to get a Platt.
So we have to touch base on it now. What do you guys think about the new Battlefield? Dude, so many people have hopped back on Battlefield 4. Flash said before we started that he'd never played Battlefield before.
No.
Okay.
Fake news. Come on, this is a news
fake
channel.
news. Come on.
Controversy. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I said that I had never played Battlefield 4 before. I had played a couple Battlefields. I was never the biggest fan of the mechanics. I was more of a Call of Duty fan when I was on console. I never played first-person shooters on PC, because I'm a wimp and I was afraid. And I was like, dude, I can't KBM. I don't know what to do. And I never pushed myself. Second, I was on my other PC, which couldn't handle a lot of the stuff, especially streaming and trying to do that. But now that I'm on a new one, it's like, oh, let's give it a shot. And I played Battlefield 4 a few times now. I'm still not that great, but I'm having fun. I'm kind of getting ready, dude. October, right, is when the new one comes out?
Yeah. Yes, October. I think the nicest thing about Battlefield 4 or Battlefield in general that nobody gets is it's like there are obviously very skilled players of the game, but it's one of those games where you don't have to be good to have a good time. It almost reminds me of the Halo 2 days, like jumping on warthogs and just racing around the map. You kind of can do whatever you want and tell your own story in the game without having to necessarily follow the direction of what the game expects you to do. You know,
right? To sweat in at Battlefield that ruined the game experience for you,
for sure. And think about it, you know, with the new one's gonna be 128 man. Even with 64 man, there are so many stories going on in one map that you never even get to see in that single game. You know, so with 128 people, it's gonna be even better, I think.
Well, Battlefield 4, like if you've gone back, like have you played Battlefield 4 recently? Homie?
Yeah, we've been playing it a lot lately in the BLACKFLAME Discord.
So the graphics of that game came out in 2013, 14?
Yeah.
And the graphics look so good.
They held up great. The only issue I have is the graininess you get. It's that the farther range you get. I think
which isn't even that bad.
No.
For that age.
For that age, it's really good. And now imagine what the next one's going to look like.
It's going to be so good.
Heads are going to explode.
Yeah, I can't wait.
I'll hop back on. I'll play with you guys.
Ben, we got to get Ben to stay up all night to play.
No, Ben. No, I've not played Battlefield. Like I played 4 for a bit, but that's the only one I really ever touched, and even that was like brief. So
we got to get.
I don't really know much about him. Not really know much about him. I'd like to though. I want to try the new one. The trailer looks good.
Yeah. So. What's the game that you guys are all into right now besides Rocket League? The go-to.
Apex.
You've been playing a lot of Apex again?
Me and JJ play Apex on the weekends like twice a week.
Not a single invite, dude. This guy.
Oh yeah, Mr. Diva Homie. Would you actually show up to the bud? Remember that podcast we had last week? Where were you, huh?
Listen.
Oh, remember that time in JJ's stream where he invited you? And what did you do?
I had to download the game again. I have a serious space issue. Okay?
Right.
Basically, any game I want to play, I have to re-download it right there in order to play it. Okay.
So close to getting canceled right now. Holy crap!
Have you thought about getting more space?
And you know, I have another hard drive that's been sitting over here that's silver bought for me.
Plug it in.
So I'm scared about splitting up the hard drive that has my desktop on it and ruining my PC. It scares me to death. I'm not the smartest.
Biscuit. You just gotta go for it, man.
You bought a pre-built. What's
I mean, no. I had someone else assemble it.
Oh, you
that
did?
was not from like a pre-build company. Yeah.
I thought you said you were going with a pre-build.
I did, but like
Pre-built
I
it?
said, I was going to do a pre-build, as in I was going to get someone else to build it for me. So he was able to get all the parts and everything like that. He built it and sent it. So it wasn't like a pre-build company where like you get some shoddy
It
stuff.
wasn't
No.
NZXT.
It was no.
Okay. Okay.
No. It was no. No, I actually looked at NZXT. I did look,
Yeah, I remember we talked about it.
but I
Ended up
wouldn't
not
be able
going
to
with
get.
them.
I wouldn't be able to get the stuff that I wanted. And when I heard that, the guy that I went with was
Oh, he's got secret
like,
connections.
he's got like a bunch of 3080s and stuff.
What?
Yeah, I've got a
Uh-oh.
3080 and a 5800X. Ryzen
There goes
7 5800X.
Flash's DMs gone. Absolutely blown up.
Hey, who's the guy? Where's he
Yeah,
at? Tell
who's
me his
the
name.
guy?
A secret. I will never tell. As for game that I'm on right now, sounds stupid. So we've been getting into Friday the 13th recently.
You're telling
I
me.
gotta
Okay.
explain why. Because it's such a random game to play. It has proximity chat. You can play with up to 8 people. It's hilarious. And at some point, it might even become content. I don't know. But we just started recently playing it again. The game is so old. It has been so fun. But that's a side game. I'm actually about to start getting into Phantom Abyss. Do you know what that game is?
I've heard about. That's the one Leth's been
just
talking
came
about,
out.
right?
Leth was streaming it a bunch. He's in love with the game. We've been talking about it off and on about like how we were waiting, like so excited for it. And it's here. Think of like, this is like old reference central, but think of like Legends of the Hidden Temple meets like speed run death runs. It's first person. You have to make your way through these temples and you have to get to these relics, but you have to go through a lot of traps and there's things trying to stop you. The cool thing about this is though, these temples, when you get the final relic, you are the only one in the world that will ever get that relic.
That's
That temple will
cool.
close and then it will never open again. If you die trying one, you will never see that temple again. You go to another one.
That's cool.
Oh, damn,
And then you
that's
run
cool.
alongside of phantoms. So there's like, I think a max of 20 ghosts that you can see that are running and doing different things. And you can watch them fail or succeed and you can follow their steps. But when they interact with things in the temple, you see that interaction and it actually can help or hurt you. It's really cool. I would really suggest that anybody even take a look at it.
What
I'd
was that
even
called?
sneak a peek at it. Huh?
What was that called? Sorry.
Phantom Abyss.
Oh, are the maps randomly generated then, or are they player generated?
They are randomly genned. The rooms are sort of set in certain ways, but yeah, the temples are randomly generated on how they do it. And they're pretty, I mean, it takes a minute to get through. It's not like a 2-minute thing. Like it takes probably, if I had to guess, probably like 20 minutes to get through a temple.
And if you
Maybe
die,
30. If you
do you
die,
just,
that's
like,
it.
one shot dead, get hit by a dart and you're done?
You have a whip and you actually can like latch onto things to pull yourself up and you get these different abilities like floating and double jump and stuff that you get within that temple.
Mhm.
But you can get hearts. Now these whips have certain abilities and you can have a whip that maybe gives you an extra heart, or you can have a whip that stops these things from spawning, but you only get 1 heart. So in other words, if you get hit once, you're gone.
Done.
I would,
Okay.
yeah, anybody check it out. It's such a cool looking game. It's like 6 developers worked on this game and it's insane. The
That's nice.
playability
Check that
is
out
going to be
then.
endless.
Is it
Yeah.
is it free to play or is it how much is it?
It is not free to play. I believe it's it might be 15 with 20% off or $20
Okay.
with 20% off. It's like 20% off for a limited time while it's first out.
Alana says it'll be up for the Tuesday stream. Oh, I thought you said on Steam. Never mind.
No, homie, you weren't there. We already
Well,
recorded a video for it.
Can we backtrack though? Did you say Jason was an old game? I'm pretty sure that game came out like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago.
Friday the 13th.
Yeah, Friday the 13th.
Oh, it's an old game, that.
No.
No.
It came out.
No,
Battlefield
no.
4 is way older than that game is.
Hold on. I
2018,
need,
2019. Let's see.
I just got 1980 because it bought
No
the
way.
phone up.
2017.
2017 was 1
Wait.
year off. But it's not as
Yeah.
old as you would think. Because I remember seeing it. I feel like it wasn't that old.
I
I
honestly
Oh,
feel like
yeah,
it
it's
even
going on.
I got an invite from Winterkill, Black Flames only, also Flash Mobs, Winterkill. And he invited me, and I just never got around. You guys all play
You
without
egoed him? You egoed
No.
him. Oh, you want to talk about egoing me? Who's going to cancel who now?
All right, I'll explain this much. So he was going to set up a day, but some people were busy, and I was busy too, as whatever. But apparently that night, they were able to do it anyway without me. And so I didn't get egoed. I actually wasn't invited, homie. There's a difference, okay?
Oh, didn't get invited.
I feel like that's a lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely got invited.
He egoed him.
He egoed him.
It's probably like 2 a.m. I was in bed. You guys already know. I go to bed at 9 p.m.
True.
Oh gosh, I don't know how.
All right, Ben, what's the
Bedtime.
game you've been playing?
Well, I actually opened up a Minecraft server today for my stream, so I've been playing a lot of
no.
Minecraft lately. Back to that.
Nice.
Why does? Go ahead.
Go on.
Why does that game keep coming back?
It
won't
going to
die.
Continue coming
It's
back.
just
It won't
lots of
die.
content in it. There's lots of content that you can get from that one game. And yeah, I don't know, man. The people seem to like
It's
it.
just one of those games, man. It's going to continue coming back. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
When are we gonna get a Minecraft 2?
I don't think you're going to get a Minecraft.
Imagine Minecraft with Battlefield graphics.
No, Minecraft 2 only spheres.
Yes. Yeah.
You
can't build anything.
It's all circles.
It's a McDonald's ball pit out there, bud.
Have you ever seen Minecraft in VR?
Yes.
I've seen content of it, like videos of it. I've never
You
tried
get
it.
the shader packs too.
JJ's been forcing me to get VR. And I'm like,
do it.
dude, like honestly, if I get my own YouTube
it.
like editor, I need to get on VR. Because it's the next
it.
step into gaming. Like it literally is for content, stuff like that. I'm like, I could have the most amazing conversation and skits with people in VR chat alone. Like I could like do stuff with that. Like I'd have a great time too.
I
And then
would
could find a
really
girlfriend
be
on there
fearful
probably.
to see you with content inside of VR.
Yeah, I think you're born for like the VR
But
chat.
Flash,
He kind of is.
He is.
No,
you
see
would
that.
still click and watch it though, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah,
Only because I know you.
I would click. How many bottles did you deep throat this time?
VR deep throating, let's go, baby.
Oh God, no. He's gonna play Drunken Bar Simulator. That's the only game he's gonna play.
That'd be a good game. You guys could click on the stream. I'm just drinking alone at a Ram bar.
You're just sitting there by yourself.
He's
In VR.
It's like 3 a.m. I'm just sitting there, lost my job. My VR wife left me.
Oh my gosh.
My dog left me.
Barstool role playing.
How amazing would that be? There's like it's just him and the bartender. The bartender just walks over like
Yeah.
casually every
Cleaning
now and then. It's
cleaning
just
the
like,
glass.
hey man, doing all right?
What can I do for your son?
I'm on
No.
VR right now. I'm
Imagine
Need
this.
another.
You could step in and be the bartender.
I could do.
Ah.
Oh, dude. This is the way to go. This is gonna be
it's
the
the
new
way.
channel. Every
I'd watch
every
it, I'm
video
not
is
gonna
gonna be
lie.
like a news story.
Or you could have it to where chat gets to choose what the bartender says to him.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
You know what?
Gonna get you a pog champ.
We can have a VR podcast.
Pog jam.
And we could be looking at each other. I mean, we already are looking at each other. How are you going to do a VR podcast?
Dude, we could be at the bar. We all sit down together and talk like we are now.
He's hawks on this idea.
see,
isn't he?
no. Do you understand what he's saying?
Who's
I'm picking
gonna-
up what he's putting down.
Who's going to make a 3D character of us?
No. He's not saying an actual, like, it doesn't have to be an actual character of us. It could be
Okay.
whatever. But
Yeah.
he's just saying that we would all be like, everyone would be in a circle or something like that. Like,
table.
you know,
All I'm
whatever,
saying
a
is,
table.
I want to see Flash tune you. Like your emotes. I want to see that sitting at the bar drinking in VR. That'd be awesome. No, it'd be
That's
sweet.
All right. So who do we know that can design VR characters?
Trauma.
Trauma.
You can do everything.
Drama. You said you do nothing earlier. Come on.
Yeah, we got something.
We found something. That's the one thing we bring back to him. Hey, we have an idea.
We have this ridiculous idea. You said you had no time.
Where's our Black Flame VR characters?
Like in the table, we have a cute little candle that's like a black flame logo, but it's like
just
fire.
Black
and whatnot.
Flame.
There you go.
We're all just chilling, talking like homies out there. He's Kermit the Frog or something. I don't know. Ben's Jamaican. Like it's all.
I would
good
be
times.
Patrick. 100% would be Patrick.
Patrick.
Yeah.
Who'd Flash be? Who'd your VR character be?
Who
Flash?
would my VR character be? Wait, are you saying did you just say you'd be Patrick?
Yeah.
Patrick Star?
Yeah.
Dude, I would love to just
Patrick
chill
Star.
and hang with Patrick Star.
Can't see my forehead.
I don't
This
know.
has gone off
That's
on
a
such a
great-
tangent, man, but I'm actually happy about this is becoming a good idea.
Oh, wait, we actually want this to happen?
This
All
is
right.
all it takes. Like, I'm sorry, I would watch that any day of the week.
Yeah, yeah.
Good idea, chat.
Now, like,
Want to
what
write
would you
down?
do? Now, how would you show that though? How would you display
so
that? Would
that's
you
what I
like?
was just gonna say. So it'll have a virtual camera. So it doesn't show what we see. It's just gonna show. Think of like the Rooster Teeth podcast. So it'll be a
Like
virtual
set
camera.
cameras that the person
Yeah.
can go between that
And
show
it's
them all sitting
showing-
there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's showing our animated characters. Trauma, are you writing this down?
All we need now is about $10,000.
Better idea.
Yeah, that's it.
We're
It's
gonna
just
invite
10,000.
Trauma. We're gonna
Uh-huh.
invite Trauma.
Uh-huh.
He's gonna be I don't
He
know what
can
Trauma
sit
would
there.
be. He'll be Kermit the Frog and just be staring at us the
Why,
entire
why
time.
is everyone? Why do you need someone to be Kermit? I don't understand this obsession.
He's stuck on this.
He's got a Muppet fetish.
Kermit's not there. I don't want to be.
Or some weird anime figure. I
Just
could
be
not see
somebody's piggy. I
Trauma.
know what this is
Well,
like.
then we're gonna look over where he's sitting, and we're just gonna see some creepy dark figure looks like Kermit in the background, right? Just creepily sitting in the dark, like, yup.
A podcast looking over. It's like this is our life now. We're recording a podcast.
I own you.
Green looking dude.
Oh no!
This is a brilliant idea. Like I got Amazon open right now. I'm gonna buy the Oculus Rift.
He's looking for the Kermit
Dude.
stuff.
Yeah, that's what he's looking for right now.
Oculus Quest 2, is that it?
Yo, the
That's
VR
what he did.
headsets have gotten
Number
pretty
ones.
cheap, right?
I know it's a bit of a price drop on them.
549 Canadian. That's like $5 American. That's
It
pretty
used
good.
to be like $1,200 if I remember right.
Yeah, I mean the Oculus Quest, the first one was like, depending if you got the higher one, like the
Mhm.
more memory, it's like $600 or $700.
I think I got the DK2. I got the developer version, and I think it was like $600-700. And it just they were like, "Oh, thanks for getting in the what was it then? The Kickstarter. You know, you'll get it when you get it." So I gave all that money, and then like I think 7 months later, it just showed up. I had totally forgotten about it by then.
I just bought it.
You did
No,
not.
you didn't.
$621 Canadian. I just bought it. Order placed. Thanks.
I
Saturday, June
want a
26th.
receipt.
June 26th.
All right, well, we got a new dono goal. Can we?
VR. I think there is so much, like, it's one of the VR is one of those things that like comes and goes with its popularity. I really feel like there is so much potential with it, and
It's-
it's an unreal experience, man. If you've never done VR before, if you've never had the chance to even just sit down and it doesn't have to be some crazy game. If you're just sitting there watching some random video, or if you're going through VR chat and running through the worlds and stuff,
Oh,
it's
boy.
just insane.
This one
It's
right
wild. It's an
here,
experience for sure.
I found one now for $300.
It's good.
The Quest 2, I think you can get
Yeah.
for like $200 or $300.
Quest 2 64 gig.
I paid
And so-
$621.
Oh, people
These
say
are-
like, wait, what?
These
I
are
just bought it.
well,
I have
these are
the email.
these are different now too though, because like when they first came out, you had to have the cord tethered to your computer.
Yeah.
This is all wireless now,
You
right?
can do it. Well, now you can tether if you want to make sure you have a better connection, but I can absolutely go through like the virtual desktop on my headset and not have to be wired at all if I don't want to be.
Stop! I shouldn't be looking at this right now. Oh,
Band-Aid.
no. Band-Aid!
I'm
Wait
deliberately not
for-
looking at it right now for that exact reason.
There's games that come out, like you said, in waves. There'll be
Yeah.
just a phenomenal game that you have to experience in VR.
Yeah.
And then it kind of dies off again. And then something new happens. And
I
it's-
really liked the look of that Half-Life game they brought out. I thought that looks really, really cool.
I
Well,
heard
there-
that was amazing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then like Beat Saber and
Picturing games like there are certain games that I'm really hopeful that they're gonna have something like. Can you imagine playing Portal in VR?
Oh, damn. that'd be
there's a
sick.
mod to play
Like,
Portal.
Is there a mod? Wait, do
Yeah,
is
you
there a
can play
mod? But
Portal in VR.
you just have to own Portal 2 or something.
So yeah, and it's just a mod. I've seen people play Portal in VR.
I will buy Portal 2 today.
Yeah.
Fox was like, right, see you later, guys.
Dude, all right, guys, got to end it fast.
He's putting the headset on our head.
Honestly,
Yeah,
this is my
cut
YouTube
too.
content. I could do YouTube VR. Like honestly, I could see myself doing this kind of stuff.
They do
telling
look really cool.
He just wants Kermit still.
I know he does, man. It's-
Only be Kermit.
These
Will
don't-
soon be mine.
Does this one not require the lights or the posts anymore on this one?
The Quest does not require you to mount anything anywhere. It literally has cameras and sensors built into the headset so that
read
you
the
don't
walls
have to.
and stuff?
anything.
What?
Because then you draw a what is called a guardian around you that will have this wall like that you can't, when you go past, it will start, the grid will start to show up to be like, oh, you're about to pass the barrier.
No
And then when
way.
you like peek your head outside the barrier, you can see outside your headset as if you're not wearing it. It's black and white, but I'm telling you,
That's
it's
insane.
an
That's
experience.
so
Like you
sick.
have to experience.
Mandy's
That's
gonna
fucking
kill me.
awesome.
I'm buying it.
Oh, stop it, man, because I can. And now
We're
I want
doing
to
it.
just-
Uppy, we're gonna go have beers in VR.
Dude, I'm down. Let's go.
More reasons to drink. Woo!
Yo, can we start a
No,
donation goal, Trauma?
I just found out you can play everybody's golf in VR. That's pretty fun.
We need to get
Really?
rid of Dono Golf.
Yeah. Wait. Hey, you can play golf in VR. That's dope.
Yeah, remember that plane ticket to Indiana we did a dono goal for? I think I'm buying an Oculus instead. I'm sorry, Trauma.
You can do all kinds of stuff like together in VR. Like I'm telling you, there's so much.
Do you still think
You're a
VR is
bad
the
influence,
So
future?
much fun.
What'd you say, Mon? I mean, what did you
What?
say, homie? I didn't know I was about to call
Then
you.
you're a bad influence.
Call you like a work person.
Do you still think VR is the future?
100%.
Yeah.
Think so?
Oh,
It's the next step.
I think that it's just going to become more intuitive, and I think that it's going to become simpler. I think it's going to become easier. The headset's going to become smaller, and it's just going to be this world is going to turn into Ready Player One.
I was just going to ask that if you think that's the next step.
Gaming, the way they want to do it is like, how can we make it as realistic as possible? Where you see the
Well,
games get better graphics. How much better can you get really? Like you're going 4K, 8K.
Right.
After that, what's the next step? Oh, being in the game, like being the game. So you're kind of doing that VR. And after that, you're getting to the point. I think there was like maybe Ready Player One's about that. I've never seen it, but like where you don't know what's game and what's real life.
Yeah.
So-
Ready Player
like
One,
that.
I think like you understand that you are within VR, virtual reality. You know that you're in this experience, but it's so much better than real life that you make sure
Everyone
you're out of your way to
spends
wear
time
it more often.
I just found it. Job Simulator. That's a VR game. Job Simulator.
You didn't know that? Yeah, Job Simulator is incredible.
Cartoony,
No,
but it's
homie,
funny.
I actually have a job.
Oh,
Any game with simulator at the end of it's usually a banger.
I know how it is to be depressed and sad all the time. I don't need.
I
it
remember
to be
those
like that.
days. I don't miss them. Now I'm just depressed as a content creator.
Oh, there's Job Simulator. There's like Vacation Simulator, so you can pretend to have a
Simulator?
good time.
This vacation simulator.
Yeah.
Oh, this is what I'm missing out on.
It's like Job Simulator 2. I don't remember what it's called. It's something like that. But then there's things like, think about, okay, has everyone here played Phasmophobia?
No,
Yes.
Still be up to
I
play.
love that game, man. Love
So,
that game.
It's a fun horror game. Like it's still developing. Like they're still
If that
working
was
on
in
that game.
VR.
They have it in VR. And
Yeah,
I'll tell you,
I really want to try that.
first of all, I love horror stuff. I'm so jumpy. That's the problem. Oh my gosh. And I didn't even, this was before, I haven't even done it on this PC yet, but I went into Phasmophobia VR. You spawn in this like truck as if you're like a paranormal, investigator, and you're trying to figure out what kind of ghost is in the house and like use these different things to figure it out. You pick up flashlights and sensors and stuff. And when I walked into the house in VR, I'm standing there and I pulled out my flashlight and I started going like this and waving around. It felt so realistic.
It puts you in it.
creeped me
Yeah.
So I stopped for a second and pulled my headset up and I was like, the ghost is going to show up.
I want to go home.
I want to leave.
So-
It was amazing. I can't
It's good
wait to do it
content.
again.
Way.
That's what I'm saying. If we all do it in VR though,
That would
my
be, yo,
God.
4-man Phasmophobia in VR would be unbelievably
I would
good.
I would there. Please, when?
Yeah, we need to do it.
Man.
I think we need to do it. Yeah, we need to do it.
I just bought it. JJ would most likely be down. He has a VR.
I'll talk to my wife.
Ashes
We have
now.
a little bit of money, but my wife's gonna kill me then. So when I first got the DK2, this was still back when VR was like, voodoo. And there were people that were making mods for certain games. And one of those certain games was Outlast 2. So yeah, or it might have been Outlast. Yes. Playing Outlast in VR, hands
Fuck
down, was the scariest thing ever. I think I made it 20 minutes and I was like, I can't do it. I had to take it off, dude. Because like you said, you just get so immersed in what you are in.
You know it's a game, but
It's
still, when
your
your
head
head's running at you,
Yep.
like it's like the TikTok video, the baseball flying at you. You still
Yeah,
jump.
Yep, still jump.
Oh my gosh.
Stupid ball
so
gets
scary.
me every time. honestly, they're getting clever with it now.
Oh, they're getting really good.
it's stupid clever. I hate the way they do it. It's not one of those like look deep into the circle because you know it's gonna happen. They just get it like I don't know.
The worst part is though is that you keep watching those kind of videos, so it keeps sending you this kind of video.
Every time I'm just scrolling.
Welcome to the algorithm.
40 pages full of it now.
Scroll.
There is a Kermit one with the baseball thing that's hilarious. Kermit goes flying across the room. You ever seen that?
I like that one. You know,
that was amazing.
It's on my free page.
It's like it's Kermit, of course.
So we're all buying the Oculus.
What do you think?
Yep, everyone's sitting here going ham on some VR.
What's the difference between the 256 and the 64?
What?
256 plus in the 64. What's the difference?
Storage. It just depends on how much, like how many games you think you're gonna have on it. You know.
Oh, so they go on the headset now. They don't even go.
Yeah, so you can. There's two different ways you can do it, and it is separate. Like you do have to understand that you can get games directly on the headset to where you don't have to be near a PC. You can do it anywhere in your house. It does not mean you can take it with you anywhere to play.
Oh,
but
holy.
But there's also Steam VR and things like that where I think you'd have to purchase it again or separately. That you do.
That's Oculus Link headset cable. I think that's the thing.
A Link headset cable is what you would use to go directly to PC.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have a bunch of games downloaded to the Quest, and you can play it anywhere in the house. Doesn't matter.
Oh, that's a game changer.
Games they have on here.
That's why we
it's
got
pretty
that
cool.
one.
Like they have Sniper Elite. I would not mind going to Sniper.
Yo, can we just stop, man?
Like you can do like Rec Room is a free multiplayer game, and like they have paintball, which is funny. You can shoot paintballs across the map against each other, but then they have snipers in the paintball thing with the scope that you can look through the scope. And like,
yo, does my daughter need a Christmas? Like,
just say it's so for them.
And then, yeah, this is for you.
Yeah,
we've literally been talking about VR for like I don't even know how long now.
It's your fault.
I'm happy about it though.
It started with VR like podcast.
The Phasmophobia alone, if we could, what's the player? 4 or 5 players for that?
4.
If we could get 4 of
them, added a new map, I think, and like a new ghost. So again, it's another game that just continues moving forward.
I feel like that on a game night once a month or something. Oh my god, it'd be so good.
That'd be amazing. That would be amazing.
That would be an experience, dude. I'm telling you, you'd have a lot of screaming.
Yeah, I feel like we'd have some people with some mental breakdowns, but that's content.
Yeah, that's
right?
worth it. I think
nothing
this
new
was the moment that we lost Tommy.
I was just screaming in a corner.
He never signed back on. He was
just rocking in the corner with the headset on, not knowing what to do.
We see you in VR in the corner doing this.
You're Mandy yelling, "What's wrong? What's wrong?"
I told you not to buy it.
BLACKFLAME was a mistake.
The flame.
The flame.
But there's plenty of stuff. There's even a game. There's like a driving game. I'd have to remember what it's called, but they have a mini game in there that's kind of like Rocket League. You can't jump like you normally would in Rocket League, but there's a soccer ball in the middle. It's VR. You're in a car. It's 2v2, and you're trying to score. I want to do that at some point.
The ones that intrigue me too are the gun game ones. So like they get so in depth with the gun experience and what you can do with them in your hands, and it's
very realistic on the way that it works.
I always see the meme videos where they're like flipping the gun around and reloading them and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so
throwing them up.
It's so cool. Smacking them with a pan and shit like that.
Gosh,
is there a VR bar like a real one?
I'm sure there is. So in San Diego, at like TwitchCon, there's the Gaslight District, and there they have I think it's called the Coin Op Bar. So it's like an old Nickel City or whatever you would have it, an arcade setup, but it's a bar for adults that you can go in and play games, retro and new. I think they have VR setups in there as well.
I don't think that's what Uppy was talking about.
No, I'm not going to go all the way to freaking America to go into a bar. Okay, I'm staying in the comfort of my own house.
Well, no, you're
talking about a virtual bar that you would meet other people at.
No,
and then you would just
he said a bar where you put on like VR headsets.
No, I went Flash. Don't tell me what I said.
You said a real VR bar. How are you going to go real and VR in the same sense?
If he said real VR bar, and I questioned what he said because it made no sense. Was it real VR bar?
Real VR bar. You'd go a VR bar then.
He's asking here. Let me
talk about like being like in VR in your comfort of your own home, not going to America just to go hop in and get touched by a dude.
VR chat.
VR chat probably has maps that's like a bar, and you can just go hang out.
And all the dudes are anime girls.
Even better.
Not
I go
even
live
kidding.
at like
He's on his way.
midnight. I go live at midnight with a beer in my own hand and just talk and hang out and have the weirdest conversations with people,
So-
and that's a YouTube video.
This is my plan then, to find you in the VR chat, but not tell you, and I'll be Bob Ross. That way you'll just be like attracted to me.
Oh my gosh, can we get some sort of like 3D model of
So you
Bob?
can't
So
fish
we
him.
all
You
have
can't fish him.
paintings that we're doing.
You look over, I'm just like humping your leg.
Up in 4 feet tall.
Come here often.
No, I'm making myself like 6'7" in that game. Okay, I'm not living my 5'5" life in that game. I'm gonna be completely different.
This stage.
I've never looked down before, but it's amazing.
I think in VR you
Yeah.
just have to be the
So
exact
small.
same person. No questions
No.
asked.
I think you can. Yeah, I think you can mess with the height in them.
You can mess. You can get all sort. You can upload different model, like 3D models and stuff. So yeah.
I've seen some creepy stuff in that game.
Yeah, I don't think I would suggest streaming it.
No.
That's
I've
what
heard it's
YouTube
very
like
hacker
edit
big.
stuff.
And the
I
guy
don't
might get
stream that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
you'll
not gonna do that. I've seen people stream it. They still do it, but
making videos, making content stuff out of it. Oh, absolutely. You can censor that.
YouTube and then clipping it up for TikTok and like YouTube Shorts will work perfect. But I wouldn't stream it. But like I said, some videos I can splice up for YouTube would be hilarious.
Pretty funny.
Yeah, I could.
I love
totally do
watching
that.
some VR stuff on YouTube. Josh Dove makes some hilarious videos.
Mhm.
I'm glad we got to talk about VR for pretty much an hour.
I know. Speaking of which, it is getting to that time though. So there's one thing I have to mention. Flash, you're not part of this.
Or am I part of
Oh
it?
god. Yeah, does that mean we are?
Bye, Flash. It was nice seeing you.
I'll be here. Guys, if you haven't known already, we are partnered with Glitch Energy. So I've already drank in a couple of them. I actually had the Skittles. It's not called Skittles. It tastes like Skittles. It was like rainbow something. I had that one this morning. It actually helps. Literally, I had to do some crappy work this morning, and I was a freaking rabbit out there, boys. So it really did help. Highly recommend that one. Those are the ones I've had so far. I've had that the rainbow one. I've also had Tropical Thunder. That one I didn't like as much though, but it's not bad. It's just not for me. Okay, sponsorships, don't leave us.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it for the glitch stuff though. So guys, exclamation glitch in chat. Use code BLACKFLAME for 20% off your next order. If you live in Canada, it won't show up for another 4 months. So it's gonna happen.
That's not you. No.
That's such a good sell.
Guys, no, it will. No.
You were so close up. You were
I
so
lied.
close.
It's right at your doorstep, boys. It's right at
Almost
your
did it.
doorstep.
It was right there.
Get some
So
VR
close.
glitch today, boys. VR glitch.
And thank you, Flash, for coming out and hanging out with us.
Yeah.
No,
Busy
thank you
schedule.
guys.
Hell yeah, thank you, man.
No, I can't wait to get to do more things like this. I can't wait till Trauma finally builds our 3D models so we can do this in VR.
And Phasmophobia VR. Trauma, I'm
All the above.
expecting full recompensation for my new VR headset that I just got.
And I expect it too for the one I bought like 6 months ago, 7 months
Yep.
ago.
And I expect
I'll
to be
write
that
that up.
headset.
Yep. All of us. Every one of us.
Yes. All right, guys. So my name is Wanton Upton. I go by Upton. I'm on every social media. So is everyone else here. So we got MG Homie, we got Magnificent Ben, 2 co-hosts, and our special guest, FlashForce. Also, may I be the last person to say this, but welcome to Black Flame.
Thank you.
Hell yeah, baby.
Thank
So
you
guys, I
guys.
hope you enjoyed
We're
our
scared
show
of
here.
leaving after this.
We're
getting
ready to
rig right now.
manifest.
Ready to manifest.
Hell yeah.
The man made our actual decals. So
He
go to our
did.
Discord channel, Discord, and you can get those little decals for you, boys. PC only. If you guys are on like PlayStation or Xbox, throw it out the
Get a
window. You can use
PC.
it. They're absolutely garbage. So guys, hope you enjoy the stream. You guys have a great rest of the night.
He's not
And we'll check you out next week, boys. Bye.
Y'all.